my God, I'm broadcasting live to YouTube. Oh my God, I'm broadcasting live to YouTube. Bitches. I'm broadcasting live to YouTube. Bitches. Wayne, you are now a panelist. Welcome. Wayne, you gotta have your mic and video set up.
Hello, could you hear me?
Yes, Wayne, I can hear you.
Oh, hi, Grace. Nice to see you.
Turn
You
on the
look
video,
great
Wayne.
today. Huh?
Turn on the video, Wayne.
Oh, because it's too hot, so I'm naked.
Oh my God.
uh,
God damn it, Wayne. Turn on the AC.
so I think it's a group discussion, so it doesn't matter. And there's no video, right? Or
No,
you need.
You're right.
You need,
You're right. But maybe in the future we can have it so that you can share your video.
Oh.
Hi, sir.
Hey, Steve.
Nice to see you.
Comlin, what's up? Can't hear you, Comlin. You're muted.
Oh, okay, okay. Hello, Chris. How are you
Hey,
doing?
guys.
Hi guys.
Just so you know that this is streaming live to YouTube.
Sorry?
This is
Oh.
streaming live to YouTube.
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
So is
I
it
noticed.
record on
So,
YouTube too?
Yeah, it's all recorded.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Everyone's taking their sweet time to join. Flash, welcome, man.
Hello. Hello.
I see we got the top 5 students joining right now. Yeah.
Yes. I saw it's live on the YouTube, so everybody else can watch from the YouTube, right?
Yep. I'm
And-
thinking about how to really do this because I want us to all speak and be part of the episode, but I'm not sure whether like I'm still exploring how to possibly host this. But I want to have the people, the other students, the followers in here so they can share their stuff or they can interact, but they can also interact with just the live stream.
Yeah, I guess interacting the live stream on YouTube is a good idea.
Here we go. We got one other student. Man, you guys are slow to join this damn thing. Xiang Li, welcome. Xiang Li. Adele. Oh, Grace. Xiang Li is Grace. We got Adele Grace over here. Comlin's back in the fray. Okay, what the heck? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's strange because there's 15 students, only 6 people showed up. Looks like I'm gonna get to keep some of these learning deposits after all. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Oh, we got more coming in. Simbo showing up.
Hey, I did it, Grace. I guess you muted.
Simbo, we can't hear you, buddy. Adele Grace, we can't hear you either. Guys, if you're muting yourself, make sure you know how to unmute yourself because you're gonna have to talk during this event. Well, first thing we're gonna do is introductions. So,
And Grace, I have another question about the live in YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you have any plan to record this kind of video and to post them on the YouTube or something else?
That's exactly why we're streaming live to YouTube, because they will automatically save it, the stream.
Great, great.
Okay, we got one more attendee coming in. Kurt, slow as heck to join the group. Oh, we got another. Here we go. More attendees finally. You know, it's so strange. You would think with an online call, it would be very easy for people to join on time. But it looks like it seems to be very difficult so far. Can it?
Actually, I have such kind of experience on online meeting. I've held a kind of deep learning course meeting last year in the universities, and then not so much old people can join the meeting. Actually, half of the person number is already well, and yes, and the very beginning, everybody here. So that's what I experienced about the Zoom meeting.
Mm. Wow. I thought this would be a lot easier. But it looks like we have the same troubles as in-person meetups. Holy cow. To say I'm disappointed is an understatement. I'm taking attendance, guys, so I'm glad you guys showed up. But you know, anyone who doesn't show up, it's the first strike. You guys only have 3 strikes. I'm not sure why you would miss the first one. Disappointing. Well, this is why I put the learning deposit, so at least the school will get something out of people's inability to join. Okay.
As Chris, are there any policy related to the attendance issues for students, whether they can acquire certificates in the final or not?
Yes, there is. They lose the learning deposit, which is 500 RMB, so they won't get that back. They can
So are
complete
there any statement I can't find the policy? Is it on the website or something?
No, it's just,
maybe
I literally I had an interview with every single one of the students. I made this very clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like it's not clear at all. I was very clear.
Okay, it's very clear. Okay.
Yo, we can't hear you, buddy. You gotta make sure you're unmuted when you're speaking. You're muted.
Yeah, no?
Now you're not muted.
It works?
Yep.
Hello guys.
Hey. Okay. We'll start in 1 minute. Adar, bringing up the rear. All right, I'm gonna start. We are done. Congratulations for those who made it. Now I'm posting this to the main group and we can start. Sucks to be late. Post. Okay, guys. So welcome to School of AI session 2. Yay! Yeah, look at that excited faces. I'm glad. We are today's introduction class. So I hope you all got started already with. I hope you got started with your lesson 2, watching the videos and going over some of the materials, because starting next week is when the homework, which is the 500 word blog post, and the lesson should be completed by. So starting next week, you should have lesson 1 completed and the homework completed for that. Let's start off with just introduction. So I want you guys to know who the other people in this class are. So we'll just go one by one and do a quick introduction. Just start off with what your name is, what you're trying to accomplish in this class, and one fun fact about yourself. So I'll go first. I'm Christopher Dossman. I am trying to help train a new crop of wonderful AI developers in order to get them to build really interesting products. I'm looking forward to the next 3 months with you guys, including all of the good and all of the bad that I know will happen. And I'm really interested to see how your skills develop during this time. One fun fact about myself is that I've been in China for 6 years, and my Chinese sucks. Fun fact. Woo. Okay. Cool. So, who wants to go next? Okay, Adele Grace, go next. Just you gotta unmute yourself though, because we can't hear what you're saying.
Okay, but I'm sick today. Oh, no, I think he
Adele.
meant the other Grace.
Adele, Grace, your mic is muted. Unmute yourself, and then you can go ahead and do your introduction. Okay, we're skipping you for now. Please learn how to use this software. It's important. Other Grace, would you like to do your introduction? Other Grace, would you like to do your introduction? Okay, who's ready to do their introduction? Please stop wasting our times. Simbo, are you ready to do an introduction? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. My nickname is Simbo, and my English name is Marvin. So call me whatever you like. And I'm learning this course. I mean, I have completed the last session, the part 1, several weeks ago, and I wanted to learn more about the machine learning, deep learning, and fast AI, and other things as well. So that's why I joined this course. And then one fun part of about me is like I enjoyed watching movies. So if you like, I mean, talking about the movies, you may talk with me. Yeah, so we may share some movies. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Who's next?
Me.
Wow. All right, go for it.
Yeah. Hello guys. My name is Jalal. I'm a freshman student at China University of Petroleum. I'm most interested in making GAN, like a video-based GAN, like image GANs. Yeah, and want to learn deep learning and machine learning to implement that knowledge in that systems in robotics, and ready to learn with you what to do. Yeah.
What about the fun fact about yourself, Jalal?
Fun fact?
Yes, one fun fact.
One fun fact. I don't know.
Anything, Jalal. It's not difficult.
I love robotics, and yeah, humanoid robotics. I want to implement the video again in that robotic, and yeah, that's, I think, you know.
Is that a fun fact? Is that fun or factual? I don't know. How about you? Do you snowboard, Jalal? Do you skateboard? Do you make videos? What's a fun fact? Fun.
Actually, I make videos. Yeah, I like making videos.
Wow, the wonderful fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay, Adele, do you want to go? Okay, no, she's gone again. Who wants to go?
Okay, I can go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Pius, and I'm a computer science student here. About to go into my final year, and I'm interested in general applications of machine learning and deep learning. I've been doing my research in the area of computer vision, and I want to get into building projects using machine learning and deep learning.
Speak louder, please.
Can you hear me? Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Yeah. So let me repeat again what I just said. So I have interest in building projects from start to finish, machine learning and deep learning projects. So that's mainly why I'm here, to learn how to learn them, to have a deeper understanding of the concepts and learn how to build projects. Fun fact about myself. Well, where I come from, there's a very beautiful lake not too far from my house, and there's a sea just about a kilometer away from me. I've gone to play around this area so many times, but I do not know how to swim.
That's a good fun fact.
Hi, my name is Adele Grace, and I'm a software engineer in popular robotics with language Node.js. And also in my spare time, I learn Python languages, which to build like this, this hardware and to develop embedded invoices recognition Python system to enable it to recognize the voices. And I'm also a student of Beijing AI School first session students and have accomplished the whole lesson from lesson 1 to lesson 6. And I'm very diligent on studying computer languages because I think it's evolved from human languages and a very, very abstract model of human thinking, just in the field of positive philosophy. So I hope during the whole 12 weeks, I will put my endeavor to share with what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I have accomplished with our students. And thank you.
Fun fact.
Fun fact is wish to finish the HR image showing recognition from the selected big data set.
That doesn't sound fun. Tell us about yourself. Stop being so, come on guys, we're more than our work. Let's figure out something to say that isn't just about our work, please.
You mean fun fact means what my hobby?
Yeah, anything.
I'm a philosopher, a major in Martin Heidegger phenomenology. So that's the fun fact.
That's good enough. Well, that's a good enough fun fact. Let's try to, come on guys. Fun fact. I play paintball. I snowboard, you know, something that's not work, something that's not I read books.
Yeah.
I read books. Yeah. Reading books is fun, but come on guys, let's be a little bit more creative.
Okay, I'm a member of a ski mountaineering club.
Oh, very cool. We should go hiking sometimes. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Flash, go for it.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Flash. I'm a Python engineer in a recruitment company. And I want to learn from this course to solidify my deep learning knowledge, to apply this knowledge to my daily work. Since I've learned the deep learning a year before in the university. And after a year, when I'm working on my office, I found lots of things could be done by the deep learning, but I am not kind of can implement immediately. I mean, lack of skill practice. So I'd like to apply this kind of learning, refresh my deep learning knowledge in our courses and to solidify my knowledge to improve my work. And for the fun fact, I like drawing, manga, comics, but I don't actually have time to do that. And another one is I do some meditation after my work. I don't think, yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Who's next? No one wants to volunteer? Grace. You're muted though, because I muted you guys. Please mute yourselves when you're done talking so you don't feel like noise that you make inside your. But we can hear you now. You have to speak very loud though. It's very soft.
Sorry. Okay. I'm another Grace. I work in a fintech company.
I'm sorry. Can anyone else hear her?
Can you hear?
I can hear you, but very like a mouse. Can you? Is there a microphone you can talk into?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Much better. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm another Grace. I work in a fintech company. I'm doing project management work, and recently I'm responsible for a HR project. So this is why I want to join this team. I'm passionate for making interesting projects. So I want to join this team and develop my skills with everybody. I want to share the fun part of myself. I am a yoga teacher actually. So I think work is not my everything. Work is not the most important part in my life. So when I doing yoga, I feel you have to something outside of your work zone, so it's balanced feel. Just want to share this with everyone.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
We'll have to get some yoga tips and tricks from you because I suck at it.
Okay.
Who wants to go next? Kurt, you want to go next? Sounds like it. Okay, unmute yourself and go.
There we go. Hey everyone, my name is Kurt. Chinese name is Kong Ke, and I've been in China for 2 years since graduating from UC Berkeley. I have a background in mathematical statistics, but I'm currently working in mobile gaming, and I'll be going to Tencent later next month. So why I'm interested in School of AI, I believe that this is a wonderful educational initiative. I really want to work together with Chris and Adar and a lot of the other great members like Simbo as well to really build this school up. But in terms of want to learn to implement some more technical AI models and future projects that I'm interested in, whether in work or a future startup. And a fun fact about myself, I love traveling. I've been to over 10 provinces around China. So if anyone has any recommendations about where they like to travel, we should definitely do a tuanjian, a team building together.
Wow, cool. I like it.
Yeah, thank
Wayne,
you.
how we doing, man?
Hi. Hi. Am I loud enough?
Yeah, dude, you're loud enough. Don't worry.
Okay. Hi, my name is Wayne. I come from South China, Zhejiang province, and I'm a Java developer. And I have been Beijing for 4 years. I'm introduced in this AI school by Comlan, and I joined a public speaking club named Toastmaster. And for my fun part, I like reading and watching movie. Maybe we can share some movies. Marvin, I think. He like movie as well. And I also have joined Frisbee. I played Frisbee and touch rugby during college. But now I don't think there's a touch rugby in Beijing. Used there is one. I don't know. That's all. Nice to see you all.
Cool. Thanks for sharing, Wayne. Comlin, are you there? Let's get an introduction from you, buddy.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Komlan, and I'm a grad student here in China. I've been here for 2 years, and I speak a little bit of Chinese and French, and well, yeah. So, just like Wayne said, we join a kind of public speaking club. So we're having fun there, and well, so the reason why I choose this class is because it seems like there is much more fun going on in the AI world. So I would like to be part of this, and I think that there is even more fun coming up very soon. So I wish to be part of this industry. That's why I would like to learn more about it. Some fun parts, some fun stuff about me. I think I like movies just like Wayne, and well, I think that's it.
What's your favorite movie, Coleman?
My favorite movie. Well, right now my favorite TV series is Billions.
I've seen that before. That's pretty fun. Anyone else seen it? Billions? No? Oh yeah.
Oh,
we got. Yeah, there, boom. It looks like you're among friends, Comlin. Thank you
Right.
for sharing.
Okay. Okay.
Wei Le
Nice to
Chen,
meet you guys.
你在吗?
Yes, hello.
Okay, time for your Steve. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, yes, sure. My name is Wei Le, and you can also call me English name, Steve. And I work as a data scientist in the HR training team to provide some data insight for decision-making, business issues. For example, when a HR team want to launch a new course for the whole company, they want to know about the effect or performance after launch that courses. So I will collect some data and provide some AI analysis, or the random forest is just a simple one to get some variable importance to give some result to demonstrate that whether this course is good or not. And before that, I also work as a quantitative researcher in a hedge fund. And I think so. I also have some background in the finance area. The fun fact for me is that I have several very crazy idea in my head. I want to start out my own business in next several years. For example, I want to collect some data or scrape from the website Yelp, or there's some application called 大众点评, and find that some brand, for example, Lululemon, have discount in the real in some store in Beijing, but the discount is much lower than on the online stores. So this is quite funny if we could provide more information, useful and valuable information for customers to choose whether they can shop from a real store and an online store. So thank you.
Cool. I mean, that doesn't sound very fun though. Give us a fun fact, man. That sounded like work to me.
Fun fact that I like yoga, but my spine is not flexible. So I tried really hard, and each time I get really tired. And is it fun? I think it's fun because
If you mean if you think it's fun, I guess it's fun. Thanks for sharing, Steve. Adar, looks like you're next.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? How is it? Can you hear me, guys? That's very good. So with Chris, we started School of AI half a year ago in March. So it's our second iteration. I'm very excited, guys, to have this session happening online. Super excited. And also we'll have the next one on Tuesday. So some facts about me. Maybe I should start from fun fact. You guys see my t-shirt, Sesame Street English. That's a fun fact. I'm English teacher. Right now I'm in the office. Also, I do dancing. I teach dancing. I love dancing. That's also my hobby. So hi to yoga teacher as well. So I have been learning Python from last year. And so we passed a deep learning course from FastAI program. So 2 months ago. And I'm super excited, for this session with you guys. So let's get going together.
Cool.
Good
yeah,
enough?
Adar, your fun fact started really lame, but once you said dancing, that sounds fun, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, no, come on. I'm proud of being English teacher. Come on, I teach kids. Just joking. Yeah.
Wilger, are you there?
Hi.
Wilger.
Here.
Okay,
hear me?
perfect. How about you give us your introduction, buddy?
Okay.
Can you speak a little louder, please?
Okay, my name is Wilger. My name is Wilger. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Just go ahead and start.
Okay, my name is Wilger. I'm from Costa Rica, and I've been to China for about 6 years now. I'm a student of computer science.
Please speak louder and
fun
into
fact-
the microphone very clearly. It's hard to hear you now.
Okay, now it's better.
Yes, please continue like that.
Okay, so my name is Wilger. I'm from Costa Rica. I've been to China 6 years now. I'm interested in
Okay, we can't
AI
hear you
because I
again.
want to
You
make
need to speak into the microphone, Wilger. You keep on moving away or something. Alexander, are you there? Wilger, are you there? What is this? Alexander, Wilger, anyone there?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, Alexander, how about you go ahead and you do your introduction and we'll let Wilger figure out what the hell's going on with his microphone.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't here in the beginning, probably. The introduction is, first of all, you're super late. Shame on you. It's an online call. It's not like a location. There's no traffic. There's no excuses. So make sure that you're on time every time. What is your name? What are you trying to accomplish in this class? And one fun fact about you, Alexander. Go.
Okay. My name is Alexander. My main goal for this course is just to get experience especially on the part of the foundation of the AI, which, if you look on the outline, we're expecting to build from scratch. I think it's very important for me, but also to get an experience on the project part. I think for me as an academician, it would be very helpful to know what's the link up between academician, the research, and the industry, which somehow to lead for the deployment. So I think the experience part is very important, but also to learn things from the scratch about the algorithms will be very helpful for me.
Fun fact.
Sorry?
Give us one fun fact about yourself. Something that was interesting and that you enjoy doing that isn't work.
Okay. So something which is very interesting about me, of course, I love to work with people, to learn from other people, but also to share what I have. Very hardworking, and so I hopefully to also to gain something from other people. But to the keynote to not from me, like I love to enjoy to work with other people. And
That's not a fun fact. That's a work fact, man. Give us something fun. Do you dance like Adar? Do you like movies like Coleman? Do you like Adele? Give us something fun.
Okay, football. I love to watch football. I love to play it. I love to talk about it, to analyze it. I love to also play basketball. So all sports, mostly football and basketball.
Cool. Thank you for sharing, Alexander. Looking forward to working together.
Yeah, thank you.
Ulger, did you figure out your issues, buddy?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just make sure we can continue to hear you.
Okay, so my name is Williger. I'm from Costa Rica. I've been to Beijing for about 6 years now. I want to learn AI because I want to make a positive change in the world.
Wilger, what is going on with you, buddy? You keep on you start strong and then you just fade away into nothingness. You speak into the microphone.
Yes, I'm speaking to the microphone, but the connection is not good.
Yes, I can hear him.
Okay, maybe somebody else can go.
You're the last one, Wilger. We're waiting on you, buddy.
Yeah, but okay, can you hear me now? I'm not moving.
Okay, we can hear you. Just try to continue to speak that amount, okay?
Okay. So I said I'm from Costa Rica. I've been to Beijing 6 years now. I want to learn AI because I want to make a positive change in the world. One fun fact about me is that I like calisthenics. I've been into that lately. And I believe body-mind mastery is something I'm very interested in. So that's pretty much what I try to do every day.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, Wilger. Okay, thank God we got through the introductions. That took way longer than I expected. Let's go over the lesson stuff. This is an introduction, so I just wanted to go over the lessons, what the plan is for the lessons, and then hopefully after that we can talk a little bit more about the final project. Okay, guys. So I hope you've all taken a look at FastAI Part 2 already. You can see that there's 7 lessons, but and 2 of them at the end are TensorFlow for Swift. And in the interview, I all told you that there was 8 lessons. So there's going to be a little bit of a change from the FastAI Part 2 lesson plan. So the lessons 1 through 5, which are the first 5 lessons in the FastAI Part 2, we're going to go ahead and do that just like normal. But when we won't be doing the TensorFlow for Swift. For those 2 weeks, weeks 6 and 7, those lessons are going to be based on. They're going to be based on what final projects you guys choose. So we're gonna, and they're going to be specific to your individual requirements. To give you an example, if you end up working on the video interview system, then those 2 weeks, weeks 6 and 7, will probably be focused on CNNs or speech to text like one of those systems. If you're working on the chatbot, then you'll probably be focused, those 2 weeks be focused on NLP. And I'll try to find class materials that will work for you on those specific weeks. And then week 8, which is the final week, is going to be focused on deployment to production on WeChat and web scraping, or how to get a lot of data for your specific projects as we move into the final project segment. So those are like the changes that are going to be taking place. By week 5, you should have your groups already set up. So you individually have to find groups to work together on a project. And that's by week 5, just in time for week 6 and 7 custom study. Cool. So let's talk a little bit about the final project. I've talked to you all about the 3 projects that we were looking into. And I'd like to get a quick poll of what you guys think. So I'm going to launch the poll now. You just go ahead and you know, answer it. So it's launched now. I don't know if you can see. Oh, here we go. We got 1 vote in, 2 votes, 3, 4. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Okay, 10 votes in, 11. It's looking pretty even, which is very good. Great. So we got 81% people voted, and it looks like it's even, which is really great. I was worried that we might have one project or the other project having way more people and another project having very few. But it looks like you guys are going to be able to split up into a good sized teams to work on all the projects. So, okay, that's great. You guys should start talking about this on the private student group chat. Go ahead and start messaging each other and figuring out who is who and who wants to work with who. And then we'll start seeing if we can get a decent group set up. My goal is that we'll have, because some of you have less experience in programming than others, and my goal is that you guys can be matched together such that, you know, there's at least one strong programmer per group. If you find that you're doing your thing and there isn't anyone in your group who's a strong programmer, please be honest with yourselves and with others. Then we'll see about if we can get you guys some external help with your project. That's it with the final project stuff. Let's see. Are there any other projects that you guys wanted to look into besides the 3 that I mentioned? Anyone interested in sharing? Maybe a project that they thought was interesting that they wanted to bring up? Anyone? No? Okay. Oh, wait, like, Adar, why don't you go ahead and describe your project to us?
Yeah, I'm not saying about the project. I'm saying like you guys might think a couple of days, and on Tuesday we can, you know, meet up in person at Tsinghua University, and then like you guys can form the teams and maybe like present the projects, maybe, you know, from your computer, you know, to convince. Maybe, you know, to convince other people to join as well, or maybe, you know, just we can guys have some discussion already for the project.
Yeah, that sounds like a decent idea. Like we have the in-person meetups on Tuesday at Tsinghua. So go ahead, if you feel free to go over there and discuss more about the projects and stuff. But also try to keep a lot of discussion on the WeChat groups, just so people can look at it in the, you know, if they want to look at the past and see what was going on. Cool. The sooner we can get these groups set up, the easier it will be to start collecting data, because we're going to need to do that. And the easier it's going to be to start working through the projects. Like an important part of this project, final project, is making it small enough that you can actually do it within the time. I know the projects we shared, job recommendation system, question answering chatbot, video interview screening system, all of these have to be built in 4 weeks with around 40 hours per person per group. So it's gonna be really tough, and so we're gonna have to find a way to narrow the scope of the project enough that we can actually accomplish it. 1 second, guys. I gotta tell some people to shut up.
So I guess now is a good time to ask who voted for number 1. Oh, can we hear each other? So we have PS, Mr. Flash, Flash, or Hu Xianshang, right? PS. Oh, and Grace, I think, right? Okay, so I guess that's a team of 4 work. Who voted for number 2 or number 3? That way, I guess we can start to figure out what our groups could be. Okay, so Jalal voted for number 2.
No, 3.
Number
Third.
3. Okay.
Yeah, 3. Number
Okay.
3.
So Simbo Jalal. I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. Voted for number 3. Anyone else? Adele Grace.
I voted for number 2, the chatbot.
Yeah, guys, there is a chat, webinar chat. Maybe you guys can text there. It will be easier to see who voted for.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, we're just trying to figure out the groups now.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, honestly, you guys talking, it's kind of hard with this setup. So go ahead. Yeah, you know what? I wish I could show you guys who voted for what, but it doesn't let me do that, which is a bummer. Okay, yeah, that's a lame feature. I tried it out, but it didn't work. Yeah, there's a chat, and we also have a private WeChat group where you can chat too. So, no need to shout over each other. I guess this is a good time to open it up to questions about anything about the course or literally anything you want. So if you have a question, speak your mind.
I have.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I wasn't around when during session 1. I have just started going through the lessons for Fast AI course 1, and I was hoping I could find someone who has already gone through the entire Fast AI course 1 that I can keep probably bothering from time to time if I'm finding difficulty. So to help me bring me up to speed to what's going on with at least everything that was done during the Fast AI part 1.
It looks like Adar has his hand raised, so I think maybe you can work with Adar.
What I want to say, yeah, I just want to add, man. So actually, Fast AI part 1 is very structured, and there is like the lesson for NLP, the lesson for computer vision. So for example, if you're working for a particular project, I mean, you can speed up the time of like going through like Fast AI part 1, just picking like particular area that you're interested in. So, that will be a shortcut for you, man. Just check like the plan, like the content of part 1, and then study like selectively the videos from there.
Okay. Yeah, very good. That's nice, Adar. But anyone want to help him out? I think he was asking specifically if anyone would work through Fast AI part 1, because I know there's going to be some topics and vocabulary that maybe isn't going to be covered in Fast AI part 2 that would be covered in Fast AI part 1.
I think I can send in the reading list and the project. I'll add him later.
Cool. So.
All right, thank you.
And for me, I'm just starting for the part 1 as well. Just finished lesson 1 before the meeting. So I guess I'm the same progress with the Pius. So maybe we can share the information if we have some questions.
Cool. All right. Anyone else got questions? Feel free to use the question and answering system as well. That would probably help.
One more question about the lesson part 2. I am not here very clearly about the first 4 weeks. And do we need to learn by ourselves for the lesson from the lesson 8 to lesson 11? Is that correct lesson number?
So I think what you're talking about, week 8 to 12 or week 8 to 11, that's final project. So you'll be working together with your group very closely in order to build the final project. Whereas weeks 0 to week 7 is lessons, so classes.
Okay, got that.
I want to add something. So Flash, for you, if you will see like the structure of the FastAI, both parts, the part 1 starts from 1 to 7, and then like part 2 starts from 8, to 12, like to like 15 or 16, right? So the part 2 is like actually from the 8th week. So you just keep this in mind. But I mean, I think that was your question, right? According to the like, yeah. Is that was your question? Like, your question was about like part 1 and part 2, right? Or not?
Yeah. I mean, I knew that we are going to starting with part 2, and then I need to refresh something from part 1 because I didn't go through the part 1, even though I have learned the deep learning in the Udacity 1 year before, but maybe I already forget lots of them. So my question was, from the first couple of weeks, do we need to learn from part 2, lesson 8 to lesson 12?
Yes, we'll start from part 2. Like so our program starts from lesson 8, which is part 2, which is like first lesson of part 2 is lesson 8 of FastAI course. So what I suggest you have to go through videos very quickly. Just try to watch the videos and accomplish at least videos. So at least you have some common understanding what's going on in FastAI. And then you have to just study and work a bit more during part 2.
Okay.
But don't be stuck in part 1. You have to just go through it and just make it marked for yourself, because the time constraint for you right now is very severe.
Okay, thank you. I got you. I need to go through part 1 very quickly and save a lot of time on the part 2.
Marvin, you have your hand up?
Oh, yes. So my question is, do we have access to the data sets we use for projects right now, or it will come, I mean, at the end of lesson 5?
I'm going to be busting my ass to get you guys the data sets you need hopefully before week 5. But it'll also be up to you guys to start helping me find some data sets as well for your projects.
Okay.
Two-way street. If you guys need some resources to get your data sets, like, I don't know, some cash or something, I can also help out with that. As long as you come to me with a plan of action. Any other questions, guys?
Just raising my hand here. Is it convenient?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so just in terms of material we may need to carry over from part one, or any specific topics or concepts that you recommend that we go back and review in depth, or things like that. Do you have any suggestions, or will part two be completely separate from part one?
Part two is completely separate from part one. However, there are certain like basic vocabulary and concepts within deep learning, which you should have know from part one, because in part two they assume that you know it, like parameters, activation functions, like what these things are. When like they're not going to be covered again in part two, but that's the kind of stuff you should cover from part one. So like Adar was saying, watching all of part one videos, like trying to do that pretty quickly, going over the vocabulary and the main concepts is probably a really good way to prep for part two.
Okay.
In terms of other resources besides part one, I would say part one's pretty good. It's a really good resource in total. Like it covers all the bases. Questions? Any questions?
Yes. Could you hear me?
Yep.
Actually, I want to know detailed description in text about the 3 final projects before we choose, because I didn't get very clear about what the 3 is about, and maybe I will be interested in one if it's introduced in detail.
Okay, wait. Something's going on with your microphone, so figure that out, because I get what your question is. Wayne is asking for more details on what the projects are. So let me try to give you some more details. What is a job recommendation system? Well, okay. First, let me say that these are just general like goals. Like a job recommendation system can function in many different ways. The question answering chatbot can function in many different ways. The video interview screening system can function in many different ways and be many different things. It's really up to the groups themselves to decide what their specific thing is going to be within the scope of the goal that is that project. Like if you pick job recommendation system, it doesn't matter what your inputs are. Like I remember in the interviews, I said that the input could be your resume, and then you would get a list of jobs output. But if your group decides that maybe that's not the best way, and that you know of a better way that gets better job recommendations for that, then you build it in whatever way you'd like. I want to be able to give you exactly the details that you want, but I don't want to limit what you guys can come up with by yourselves. You know, like I think the ingenuity from you guys is part of what makes these projects is what is gonna make these projects so great. Not that I tell you exactly what to do and then you do it. But if you wanna discuss that more, I really suggest that you talk to the people who have voted for the different stuff, the different projects, and then talk to them about what they think the project is or what they think it could be. And then you can interject some of your own thoughts and then find something that you really want to work on. Does that answer your question, Wayne?
No, it's okay. Thanks.
So it didn't answer your question?
Yes. Yes, I have known something about the job recommend system.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, there is some text introduction about the 3 projects.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and I'll write them into the group, and then hopefully that will act as a catalyst to help get you guys to know each other and what you're interested in. So I'll write that. I'll write that down right now and then send it in the group, the private group later. Okay. Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Chris.
Hi, Chris. I have the question actually from my side as a student. Okay. Yeah. So we'll form the team, and then we'll do some like research to find out like really good like the direction of the like. You gave us 3 frames, right? You know, to like recommendation system, like you know, for the interview. So we pick one, we do the research, and then I don't know, like, is there any copyright issue? So we develop the system, like we have a data set, we train, we come up with some like model, then we build some like API, like how about the copyright? So because like seems like we'll be the authors, you know, of this of the project. And do you understand my question? Like about the copyright. So when we developed, we presented like the project as the team. So maybe like we decided, you know, to move on with the project. Is any copyright issue here? Like who owns, you know, the data set? Who owns, you know, the model? As we as students, or like, you know, or the company like we work for, or like School of AI.
So I don't think there's going to be any issues, because you guys will probably not make something that's like, it's going to be pretty difficult in these 4 weeks to make something that's going to be so great and so wonderful that people want to take it from you. It's very likely that these projects will just be the stepping stone into something better. If you decide to continue on with the projects, I don't envision that there are going to be any copyright issues. Your projects will probably 100%. Your projects will be open sourced. Like you'll be hosting them on GitHub, so they will be open source. The data sets that you use will probably be open source. The code, like a lot of the code you'll end up using in your project, is going to be open source. So I don't envision that there's any. You will own them. China School of AI will own them, in the sense that we all own this open source thing. And if there's enough interest from a company, then that group and whoever wants to join in into that project will likely form a separate thing. And then what you build in that separate thing is your own. But for the final project for the School of AI, it's going to be open source. Cool. All right. That looks like it answered Adar's question. Cool. I'm going to say that there's probably no more questions. If there is, stop me. If not, then I just want to go into, I want to talk a little bit more about the homework, the 500-word blog posts that you're all expected to write on the topics, the topic from that lesson that week. And I mentioned on all the calls, on all the interviews, that it will be posted to Medium. And so right now I'm sending a link to the private group chat for the students. I'd like you guys to spend some time and sign up for an account. We are posting to Medium because I run a publication on Medium that specializes in writing about AI and machine learning systems. And so we have a distribution channel for you guys to share your writings to many people. Now, I'm not going to go into the specifics about why blogging is important, because I talked your guys' ears off during the interview about it. But please make sure that you do learn how to publish on Medium. And once you have an account, I need you to send me your Medium username via WeChat to my WeChat account, so I can add you as a writer to the publication. And then we'll probably have another session next week where I show you exactly how to publish your homework from that session to Medium and successfully publish it to the AI Cubed publication. Okay, guys? So make sure that your homework is ready for tomorrow. And I mean, sorry, not tomorrow. Oof. Next Sunday. And that's it for the Medium publication. Adar, do you want to talk about how the in-person meetups will? Oh, I'm sorry, Kurt. Do you have a question, Kurt? You see, it looks like.
Just on the question of homework. So the first assignment will be covering a blog post. So just based on any formats that we may have to stick to while writing those, will we have any guidelines in terms of what you expect? And will we have any other coding assignments, or will the homework mainly be blog focused for the first few weeks?
The homework is going to be blog focused for all 8 of the class weeks. The final project week, you won't have to write a blog post, but you will have to show that you've been contributing to your project through commit messages and stuff on GitHub. In terms of format, the only thing I ask is that that's a blog post on a topic within that week's lesson. So this week's lesson is lesson 8, Fast AI. So you got to pick one topic from that lesson and then write 500 words on that topic. However you want to structure it is your own business. If you want to structure it as like a technical blog post, go ahead. A personal blog post, go ahead. All I care about is that you are showing me that you understand a specific topic well enough that you can explain it to others.
Got it.
Cool. Adar, you got a question about the blog posts?
It's not a question. Just want to like stress the necessity of of studying like from the first day. So today is Sunday. So next Sunday we have like the homework done already for the 8th week, and that's lots of work. It's like watching just the video for 2-3 hours, and because of poor English, you have to maybe study twice more. Then you have to do the homework. That's another maybe couple of hours. Plus, you need to write the blog post. That's another couple of hours. So we have to spend lots of time. So don't keep everything just for weekend. It will be too late for you. So you have to like study every day at least for 1 hour, and then maybe like to do significant work during the weekend. And for Tuesday, I shared the directions where we'll meet up. It's Data Science Academy of Tsinghua University, 7 p.m. So you guys check the WeChat group. The direction instructions how to get there is there. And during that session, we will maybe start watching the video again, or for those who just start studying part 1, we'll go through like setup. So what kind of resources we can use, to study part 1 and part 2 efficiently. So we'll share some tips how to be more efficient during the course. And just saying hi and like, shaking hands and meeting in person. That's the objectives for Tuesday.
Hey, Adar, I got a question about Tuesday's in-person meetup. I had a question, now I forgot the question. I think I wanted to figure out. Oh yeah, sorry. Will you guys be streaming the session online?
We can stream, so I need to talk to like the organizers at Data Science Academy. I'll talk to. We might streaming, man. If we need, we can stream.
Okay.
Will you be there on Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll try to be there. Tuesday is my girlfriend's birthday though, so I'm probably gonna aim on no, but we might stop by. Not staying for the whole time though. So it'll be good to see you guys in person.
That's cool.
All right, that's it on my end. I think I've covered most of those topics. Like I said, guys, this is an introductory class. The real work should have already begun. I hope you guys are all starting the Fast AI stuff. And remember, it's self-guided, so you have to have everything completed before Sunday or before the next Sunday. That's all, watching all the videos, doing all of the exercises, and reading the supplementary materials as well as the homework. What Adar said is 100% true. This is not like a one-day session. You have to work every day, at least a little bit, in order to be successful in this class. So do not skip out. If there are no more questions, then I think we can all call it a little bit early and, you know, get started on the Fast AI work.
I have the question, man. Last question.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah, how is the Thursday paper club is aligned with the whole program? Can you just elaborate on this?
Yeah, so the paper club, Fast AI Part 2, what it really does is it teaches you how to build from foundations, like how to build libraries that do specific actions. So you get a really good foundational work. And the goal of the course is such that you learn enough that you can recreate papers. And so what I want to do is I want to add more talk, more discussion around machine learning research papers so that you guys can find the niche topic that you might be interested in, where normally you wouldn't get exposed to these kind of things. They also help, the paper club is also there for you to practice your public speaking. You have to tell us about your paper. You have to tell us about what makes it special, why is it interesting. So it's a good session to practice speaking to groups of people that are knowledgeable about whatever topic that you're interested in. There are lots of papers that are discussed in Fast AI. So that's the paper club on Thursday at 7 p.m. is a platform for you to discuss those papers. But we also accept papers that are not part of the Fast AI curriculum. All right, guys. Great first class. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Watch out, it's raining. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but if you're not home, then you're gonna have a wet time going home tonight. Sorry, Adar. It was wonderful to see you guys again. And this is streamed on YouTube, so we'll probably be saved on YouTube. If for those of you who are watching and weren't here the whole time, it'll be saved on YouTube. I'll send the link once I have it. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.